Hi guys, continuing the build here. I wanted to take a second and kind of jump ahead and go ahead and before I put the side guards on and get center diff in and more stuff just in the way, I wanted to do a little tank mounting video to try to better be able to show exactly how I mount the fuel tank in the WRC buggies. I know that, mounting a tank can seem pretty straightforward. You think that you just bolt it right in and that's good to go, but yeah, there's a little more to it than that. So I just wanted to make sure I took the time to give my tips on how I do it, and yeah, maybe it could help somebody out. So here we go. So like I said, I've already dremeled the chassis for the fuel tank, and that's where the raised part of the tank right here, that's some clearance for that. And then I've already put the post onto the chassis. So with the post already on the chassis, I'm actually going to take some of the leftover shims we got, and I'm going to pull one of these 1mm shims off, the 1.0 shim, and I'm going to add it to this rear fuel tank post. Nothing to the front post, but I'm going to add that 1mm shim to the rear post. Then we are going to push the tank down on here. Really? Okay. Now, you should hopefully be able to see some air underneath of that tank. Let me see if I can get this angle. Now the curve in the chassis is kind of messing it up. But there's a good, I would say at least 1 mil, if not 2mm gap. Let's just see. There is a 2mm shim right here. See if it fits under there. Yeah, there's actually room left over with that 2mm shim. See, it fell right out. So there's about 2.5mm under that with that 1mm shim. Well, it's not going all the way down. So there's going to probably be about 2mm. I would say once I get this to actually fit correctly. It's not going all the way down right now. So we're going to just do a little persuading. To it. And get it to be all the way. There we go. And then we'll set the tank down on there. And then, like I said, there's about 2mm underneath that where we dremeled to be hitting the actual chassis under there. So now we're going to go ahead and bolt it up to the chassis. This is where you want to be super careful that you don't want to squish the rubber in any way whatsoever. So you basically run your screws down. Use a countersink washer, or even if you wanted to use a button head with a regular flat washer, that's fine. But use a washer and run your screw down until it just sets against the rubber, but it don't squish the rubber in any way. You don't want to squish the rubber grommet. Okay, so that one's perfect. And that one is good. Okay, so the tank is bolted into the buggy now, and you can see there's plenty of gap underneath the tank. Where I dremeled that out right there, it gave that clearance to not touch the chassis, and then the rubber grommets not squished. The tank is allowed to have plenty of flexibility, and that's what you want, so that any flex the chassis goes through or whatever, the tank is able to move and flex with it, versus the tank staying rigid and just splitting under flex. So hopefully this video helps some guys out, and hopefully it makes your guys' nitro experience a little better, and hopefully it helps save some fuel tanks down the road. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and follow along for more build tips, and continue watching this build series.